Because I really know how to do this. Calling from a 570 area code. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Hello, Sam. This is Dave from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Thanks for taking my call.
Dave?
Dave. Yes.
Dave.
Okay. I heard like 5 minutes of Rush the other day. He was saying the same talking points as the Pope of the Jews. Sanders is an atheist, campaigns with anti-Semites. He mentioned AOC and not Omar, which I thought was strange. Not supporting Israel and all the other lies. And Rush said every day on his show, he will say that Sanders is a commie, that Democrat socialist is not a thing, and the same old crap that he says. He did the same thing when it came to climate change, and
let me
when it
comes to the
virus.
Listen, let me tell you. Let me read a quote for you that I happen to have right here in front of my hands here.
Yes.
This is a quote from the Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient, Rush Limbaugh. This was on February 24th, 3 weeks ago. It looks like the coronavirus is being weaponized as yet another element to bring down Donald Trump. I'm dead right on this. The coronavirus is the common cold, folks. There it is.
All right.
And of course, he is going on there and creating another. He's got to run so fast to create another boogeyman. They've got to. They've got to pull up. They have got to go run so hard right now. And I appreciate the phone call, Dave. They've got to run so hard. I want to get to this. I'm sorry. Because this is just stunning. This is a compilation of Fox News over the past, week or two. I'm actually going to open this up a little bit and make it a little bit bigger so you can see the dates that are on it. I don't know if you're able to see it or not, but I'm going to open it up a little bit here so that you can. And it'll be over on top of me, but that's okay. Well, maybe I can't open that. Here we go. That's what I want to do. No, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Watch this video and listen to the audio because it's stunning. What Fox News has done. And understand, obviously the president did this too, and they were just following the lead of the president. Those first 3 or 4 weeks, we will never, ever get them back. Not just the time lapse, but that the ability to move quickly on something like this is everything. It's everything. You can look at it as like, whatever. You want to look at it as like a ripple, right? If you stop the rock from hitting the water, you've completely eliminated the ripple. If you have somehow been able to contain the ripple here, you could do it with your hand. But when time continues, these concentric circles just go out. And that is the way that this virus spreads. And then pretty soon it's covering the entire country before you have the ability to contain it. I mean, that's the thing, is that we were still doing containment as opposed to mitigation 3 weeks, 4 weeks after we were supposed to, because we never did the containment. Look at this compilation by I think it's from the Washington Post of Fox News.
This is yet another attempt to impeach the president. And sadly, it seems they care very little for any of the destruction they are leaving in their wake. We must test for the virus in order to stop the spread of it. What could be a very great recession. Some predicting even a depression.
At worst case scenario, it could be the flu.
I feel like the more I learn about this, the less there is to worry about.
I was about to say the same thing. We don't have immunity to this virus. It's a new virus. It's a pandemic strain of a virus we haven't seen before.
All the talk about coronavirus being so much more deadly doesn't reflect reality. Without a vaccine, the flu would be far more deadly. We are facing an incredibly contagious and dangerous virus that is moving across the world from one hotspot to another.
We're going to call out anyone and everyone who's using this virus as a political weapon against the president. The standard flu every single year kills tens of thousands of Americans. We are now entering what will be the crucial defining 15-day period as it relates to this virus, where we must slow the spread of coronavirus.
It's actually the safest time to fly. Everyone I know that's flying right now, terminals are pretty much dead. We have a responsibility to slow down this virus and to think of other people during this time. And so if you can keep your distance and prevent someone from getting close to you that might be sick, you could save your family, you can save the elderly, and help our country as a nation.
It is absolutely disgusting that Democrats are seeking to use this complex virus to score cheap political points. This dangerous health crisis could dovetail quickly into a political crisis, already feeling economic ramifications of it all.
There you have it. I mean, that, there's plenty more. But it just gives you a sense of just, well, I mean, yes, the lack of integrity that they can make this pivot without even sort of batting an eye. But the incredible harm that they have caused. And I would love to think that, you know what, it's going to turn out and it's, a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Kids are out of school for a month. But I think in 3 or 4 months, maybe 2 months, we're going to be looking at this incredible disaster, this catastrophe. Obviously, they're not responsible for the coronavirus, but they are responsible for the way that huge numbers of Americans, as well as the president, responded to it at the crucial moment. And then there's this story, and maybe I'll dig into this more deeply tomorrow. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll just do one story. Tomorrow or something like that. This story from the Times where the president, I mean, there are all these assets that are available to us in the United States. Our military, maybe you're not aware of this, but is massive. And assets like medical beds on ships. Assets like the Army Corps of Engineers to build hospitals. The VA, which apparently they've taken off their website, that part of their functioning is to help in moments of emergency and crises in the country. The military having the ability to sort of build temporary tents, isolation tents. And for whatever reason, these lunatics in the White House, and I think it's just like incompetence on a level that we can't even imagine. They have a 22-year-old or something like that running the office of basically that is responsible for hiring federal workers to deal with this. I don't know if we have anything but a acting Department of Homeland Security. The entire staff at Homeland Security is just sort of like political appointees at this point. It's stunning. It really is. It's stunning.